The last after Pisces is Gemini. Geminis will be last.
We're sitting at 92% right now.
Dang. Thank you, everybody.
I know. Thank you. Y'all are crushing it.
Talk about smashing that like button.
Let's keep it up over 90 for this whole time.
All right. So, Pisces, we're giving you the Botticelli deck, and this thing has been shuffled a bunch, so let's see what's going on here. All right, you pulled the Hangman. You pulled the Emperor as your reversal here as the challenge. You pulled as your overall. You pulled the Nine of Wands in reversed. And the way you get through this is that 2 cups? That's 4 cups. Yeah, 4 cups. Oh. Well, this is a little difficult, Pisces. You feel stuck in love. I think you got to bring your defenses down. I think you also maybe need to put them up in places that you're stuck where you don't want something and you need to go like, I'm over this. Or you're kind of in a place where you're pushing everybody away, but it's like maybe because you have too many defenses up because you're too afraid to own it. Your challenge is the Emperor reversed. I got a feeling though, Pisces, you're dealing with the issues in where you're dealing with people or a relationship that's going really far south right now is because they are a false sense of power. Like they don't really have that divine masculine, that leadership quality. And I think you know that. And I think it's like, don't take it. Like four cups is like, don't take it. Like it's an offer that's just like weak, but it's coming off strong. And I think that you need to put your defenses up about that because they're not up. 9 of Wands reversed, or you need to put your defenses down to let in the real things. But I got a feeling we don't know what that is yet. I got a feeling the first thing that you need to deal with is like these false, positive, intense, got their shit together people that are not really doing that. Like that's clear as a bell. Or you're not showing up to anything and nobody's showing up because you're not showing up to anything. You're just still stuck in the tree hanging yourself here. Got the 6 of Pentacles. This sucks. It's kind of a weird card. It's an exchange. I hate to say it. I always say with this one, Pisces, are you doing it for the money? Are you feeling sucked because it's just about transactional love? Might not be just about money, but, oh, well, we're together because we have kids or we have a place or we have this or they have that or they have my job or da-da-da-da. Like, fuck. 4 swords. I mean, are you really? You need to find your ultimate safe place. But I got a feeling like maybe you're putting no defenses around that safe place and you're taking on some really weird partnerships here, or you're in a relationship that you're trying to find that same place again, but it's like you've given too much away and they are saying that they have so much, but they don't. And you're going to have to like call your partner out and like, you're going to have to realize like, are they being fair? Are you doing all the charity work? You feel stuck because like, I think you're doing everything and your partner's not doing everything back. And that could be going for those that are single too. Like I have a feeling like you're in an unfair situation here. You pulled the South Node. Holy shit. I mean, you're dealing with some karmic shit and some things that need to be removed and energetically let go, especially for definitely. And this could go for a Pisces that's been in a long-term relationship that's been transactional or that's been about this and that and physical and physical and physical. Like you got to let go of that shit. You're stuck in more of the physical. Like, oh, they got me here. Or it reminds me of like OnlyFans people. Like, oh yeah, he took me there. He bought me a plane ticket. It's like, that's not love. Like, you know? And I have nothing against OnlyFans. I'm just saying, like, it just reminds me of that kind of world. Like, you know? Or it reminds me of like, well, he's like my boss, or it reminds me of like, he's that, or she does this. It's like, there's too much of what they do on more of a physical and not love. That's what's popping up. Oh man, you got to set some boundaries here, you know, because I got a feeling like you gotta say no more than yes this week, especially with situations you're in. And you got to hold those boundaries, which will allow you to understand better of what's better to come in. But there's a lot of walls here that in boundary lines that need to be understood because there's way too much that's not good. I mean, this, I'm going to be honest, this has a very like weak energy of like not a lot of things coming together whole. A lot of scattered energy that needs to be like scattered out fully, like fragmented out fully. And then scattered ones, it's like, are you the scatterbrain right now? I think that is overall a little bit of the scatter. Your shadow. No, the child I was meant to be. I think it's like you're forgetting who you really are and trying to be something that you think you were meant to be, but really just be who you are naturally. Like, I don't think that you need to try and be something. Like, you have this ideal of what you need to be, and you're doing it with somebody who has the ideal of who they want you to be, and that is not fucking going down well right now. When it comes to what Ganesha has to say for you Pisces, you pulled determination. I think that you have to have the determination to be honest with yourself. Like, I feel like it's not about determination into, like, I'm going to get into this and make it happen. That I'm going to be determined to get into this. I feel like it's more the determination of within to get to the ultimate love from within and own your boundaries and own your worth. And you got to you got life debts here. You got some South Node shit going on. You got some transactional love situations. You got nothing that hot and spicy here. Because you got to protect yourself because you're in some really fucking weird situation, and you gotta like energetically kind of get back to yourself. And I think that, you're also dealing with somebody who might drop a lot of responsibilities that they said they were going to do on yourself. And you got to be determined to not take that and be determined to own your value and have those boundaries. For single Pisces out there, it's the Emperor. Oh, how funny. You need to find the real Emperor, not the false one. You've been dealing with false ones. If you're dealing with like real strong people, not people who get their shit together and not are faking it. You're dealing with singles. You're dealing with fake people who got it together. And then you got to get out of this. If you're in a relationship, Pisces, it's like this hangman reversed. I mean, you finally have a freedom to get out of a really weird stuck situation here. And you have to have the determination to do that, because even though I think that you're obsessed in a way, I feel like it's like you finally have a way to really see the truth and like get yourself out, or at least the relationship and the weirdness has a way to get its shit out. We'll see what you need to be honest about communication, like either there's some big conversation relationship Pisces that need to be had about the truth about some of this weird stuck shit and this the false presenting something to you, and you got to get clear on it. You pulled the 11th house, Neptune, Capricorn. I mean, your idea of the world and that it's under control with your relationships, or what the fantasy of like trying to climb the ladder in life through the connections through this person, or you're too worried about what the Joneses have to think, or your family or other people and the reputation of this relationship, when it's a show. It's false. It's fake. You got to get out of that fake representation to what other people will think, because if anything, you think it'd be worse if you showed the truth, when really it's worse to show a lie of the representation of what the relationship really is.
Yeah, and healthy boundaries are needed in any relationship, but it's not like you're on the edge of a cliff, though, but it's saying, okay, we're in an open field, almost like a soccer field. We'll take their example. We got the lines on the soccer field, and yes, you can go and push the boundaries just a bit, but, once you step out of that, you're out of bounds, and you have to make that clear. You have to be able to express yourself fully with this person that you're in a relationship with your partner, and say, okay, no, this is what I can do. This is what I'm hoping that you can bring to the table also, and this is what I can't do. But setting these healthy boundaries are what's actually going to be able to build a healthy relationship, getting to know each other fully of what your likes and what your dislikes are. Because maybe those boundaries can be on the passionate side. Maybe those boundaries are your likes, and say, no, I need it a little bit more. I need a little more effort in these departments. Because if you're not going to be able to give it to me there, then I'm going to have to find it somewhere else. And that's okay to say as well. That's perfectly fine in a relationship.
Yeah, when you ain't
gotta
getting
go-
it,
you gotta
fucking,
go out and
trust
get
me,
it.
you're gonna have to fucking get it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like fucking. No, I think that was fucking beautiful what you said. I mean, like, it's.
Yeah.